Welcome to NameTech channel, great people. My name is Nehemiah, and guys, I'm glad to have you on board. And so guys, today we are going to learn graphic design with Adobe Photoshop, but in future we shall also learn graphic design with other softwares too, like Illustrator, InDesign, CorelDRAW, and the rest. But why Adobe Photoshop? Basically guys, Photoshop is an outstanding photo editing and image retouching application which can be used to create beautiful images, graphics, paintings, and 3D artwork on your desktop or on your laptop. And so guys, at the end of this video, you're going to understand how to design flyers, posters, thumbnails, banners, and other stuffs. But we are going to begin with the very basics, like understanding the tools in Adobe Photoshop, some of the cool features like the content aware feature, the clipping mask, layer masking, a smart object, skin retouch. I will also show you how to import the Google fonts into your operating systems and basically into your Adobe Photoshop software. And so guys, if it's your first time to get into this channel, please consider subscribing, like, and share this video to your friends. And to the returning subscribers, thank you very much for your continued support. But you can as well like this video so that YouTube may recommend this video to many viewers. And guys, you can as well join this channel membership so that you may have access to premium packages like the softwares. Remember, something like this Adobe Photoshop software is around $23 per month. But once you join this channel membership, then you are going to have my pre-activated software with lifetime activation. Remember, you have access to other softwares as well, just for free. And so guys, now without further ado, let's begin straight away. And so guys, once you open your Photoshop software, then you're going to have this kind of an interface. Remember, this is 2022 release. Now the first thing that you want to do when you just open your software, then go to the window, then I go to the workspace, then ensure that essentials is selected by default, and then the next thing, ensure that you reset essentials so that we may be on the same page. And so guys, the best way to understand these tools and these other stuffs in Photoshop is by designing something or working on a project. But guys, in a nutshell guys, these are move tools. We are going to understand it as we go on. This one is a rectangle marquee tool. When you right click, you have other options like elliptical marquee tool, single row marquee tool, a single column marquee tool. We also have the lasso tool, and we have the object selection tool. When you right click, we have other options. And then we also have the crop tool, we have the frame tool, we have the eyedropper tool, we have the brush, the healing brush tool, we have the brush tool, we have the clone tool, and then we have the history brush tool, we have the eraser tool, the gradient tool, we have the blur tool, and we also have the dodge tool, we have the pen tool, we have the type tool, we have the path selection tool. Then we have the shape tool. When you right click, we can see that guys, we have other shapes as well. And then guys, we have the hand tool, the zoom tool, and the rest. Then in this other end guys, we have the color here. We have a color picker somewhere here. Then we have the swatches, we have the gradients, we have the patterns. Then here we have the properties, adjustment, libraries. Then here at the bottom we have the layers, we have the channel paths and other stuffs. So guys, perhaps let me try to import something like an image here. I go to the files, then I click on open, and then guys, let me select an image here. So let me open it, and guys, you can see here the layers. Here at the bottom we have this kind of a layer here, and guys, you can see it is locked. So now the first thing that you want to do is to unlock it. So when you click on this padlock here once, then you have just unlocked the layer. Then you can work on it. And so guys, basically let's understand this layer. So the layer at the bottom, that is the background. Then at the layer at the top, that is the foreground. So it goes in that hierarchy. And so guys, it's always good to understand how these layers are arranged. Now guys, perhaps let's talk about something else like clipping mask in Adobe Photoshop. So guys, perhaps let me work with another image. Like let me just open, and then guys, go to the downloads here. Then let me select this flag. So guys, let me choose the Kenyan flag to work with the Kenyan flag. And then guys, I said that the first thing that you do when you just import an image is to unlock the background there. And then guys, I think by default you are in this move tool. But then guys, I go to the type tool, and then just click here once, and then guys, you can see that we have this lorem text here. So you can delete and customize the text. Like for example, you can delete and say something like let me say Kenya. Let me make it in caps. So let me say Kenya, Kenya, and then guys you can change the font type. Just select all, Control+A to select all, and then here guys you can choose any font you want. And then guys remember I will show you how to import new fonts from Google. And so you can select any font you like let me work with this one. Then guys here on this other end guys we have this capital T and the small t. Now guys when you drag it to the right, that is to increase the size. When you drag it to the left, that is to reduce the size. So perhaps let me try to increase the size. I think let me increase the size further. Let me increase the size, and then guys what I do here, just click on this icon here, click on this icon, and then guys what you do, just let's reduce this the length of this text. I think this position is perfect for us. Now guys I think the color by default is white. It should be white on your end, but then guys let's try to increase the size here, and let me make it much bigger. Let me make it much bigger. I think this position is good for us. And so guys perhaps let's change the color here. First of all, select all, remember Control+A, that is to select all, and then here change the color. You can use the color picker here, or if you are good with the CSS, you can just use the codes here, the hexadecimal codes. Like I can say for white is FFF thrice, or 6 times, it still work. Now click on OK, and then guys perhaps let me place this here, this character tool here at this other end, so that I may find it easy to work with it. Like let's place this Kenya layer here at the bottom, and then guys so that you can see that when the Kenya is here at the bottom, and this other layer for the flag overrides it. Remember we talked about the arrangement of layer, like the layer at the bottom, that is the background, the layer at the top is the foreground. But you can see that Kenya is very small text, that's why the flag layer overrides it. So guys now once you are here, then I click on this flag layer, ensure that it is grayish like this. Once you have selected, just click once there, and then what you do now guys, I click on this layer here at the top, this layer tab, then I go here and I click on this create clipping mask. And then guys you can see that we have just done what we have just created this clipping mask. And basically guys you can customize and make some final adjustment, like you can add the drop shadow, like let me choose black. Remember the CSS for black is 000. And then guys what we do, let's reduce basic opacity, let's give it 100, and then the spread let's give it 100. Then the size let's reduce to let's reduce it to something like I think this one is 4 is perfect. Now once you're done, then I click on OK, and then perhaps you can add the bevel and the emboss here. Just I click on this effects, then I click on the bevel and the emboss, and then guys basically you can see that you can change the depth of it, and then guys you can change the size. I think this size is perfect with me, and this size is perfect with me. Then you can choose to soften, or just to leave it the way it is. Then once you're done, then guys you're good to go. So guys I think now you have understood the clipping mask in Adobe Photoshop. So guys let's discuss photo editing in Adobe Photoshop. And guys perhaps let me import here another image, and let me just import. Then I go to my files here, and then guys let me select this color, this flower here, and then I click on open. And so guys now perhaps the first thing that you do is to unlock this layer. Now guys I want us to duplicate. Now to duplicate you can right click, then I do what you can click on duplicate layer, but then you can rename the layer. And then guys I want to show you the quickest way to duplicate. The shortcut is Control+J, that is to duplicate. And so guys, here let me say something like let me say auto, let me say auto tone, and then here let me say auto color, then here let me say auto contrast. And guys, I think this photo is already edited, but now the first thing that you want to do when you just import your photo is working with these default settings here, these auto settings here. Like let's begin with the auto tone. Let me make it here at the top. Now guys, once the auto tone is selected, once it's selected, it will appear grayish like this. Now guys, I go to the image here, and then guys, go to the image. First of all guys, I go to the image here, and then let's begin with the auto tone. And then guys, you can see that I have some finer changes here. You can hardly see. Let me turn on and off so that you can see the changes. You can see before, after. It's very tiny, you can hardly see. But then let's go to auto contrast. Let me make it let it go to the top, and let me turn off this auto tone. So go again to the image, basically the image, and then I go to the auto contrast. And then guys, let's see the changes. You can see very finer adjustment, you can hardly see. But then let's go to this auto color. Now with the auto color guys, I selected, then I go to the image, then I click on auto color, and then guys, let's see the changes. This is before, this is after. So guys, you can see that we have this very fine adjustment. And so guys, if you want to do it manually, just select this layer, and then guys, I go to the adjustment property, and then if you want to increase the brightness of the image, you can increase in this at the end. You can increase, you can lower the the brightness, you can increase the contrast, or increase the contrast. And then guys, again, we have also these levels. Basically this is the black. You can choose to increase the black, you can choose to increase the whites. I think this position is perfect. Or guys, you can choose to work with the hue and saturation. Basically it's by default it's the master. Now when you drag it to the other end, you can see that the colors changes like this. So the color changes, but if you want to select each color, you can do it. You can basically, let's begin with the red. So you can click on this master, and then select the reds. So it's gonna affect the reds color only. Like you can see that the colors changes very beautifully. And so you can see that the colors are beautiful. Now this is the saturation. Now the saturation is like basically guys, this is the saturation. You can choose to increase the saturation or reduce the saturation. Now this is the lightness. This is the lightness, so let it be the way it is. And then guys, if you want to work with the cyan, I see that we have the cyan color here, the background here. So just click on the cyan, and then I choose to change the color. You can see it there, the background. You can change the color, and then perhaps increase the saturation, the lightness. And so I think it's perfect. You can also choose to work with the greens. So you can see that the greens are there. Then increase the saturation a bit. So guys, basically this is how you can edit your photos and adjust the colors to the position where you want it to be. But the best software for you is Adobe Lightroom if you are working with the photo editing. Remember, Lightroom is an extension of this Adobe Photoshop, but specifically for photo editing. And so guys, let's go to something else. Like let's talk about skin retouch. Like how we can remove the pimples from someone's face, and other stuffs. So guys, let's import an image here. Like let me open, go to file, then I click on open. Then let me select this person that has some pimples. Then let me try to zoom in for you to see better. And then guys, basically I think you can see that this person has some pimples. Now the first thing that you do, go to this this healing brush tool, and I think by default your selection is the spot healing brush tool. But then ensure that you go to the healing brush tool. Now once you are there, then guys, you can play around with this the size of the brush. You can see this one is much bigger, or it's perfect for me. Now guys, once you are done, then I click on Alt on your keyboard. Click on Alt, Alt on your keyboard. then I select the color that you want, these are pimples to match. Now click on Alt, then I just select it here, and then just place your cursor there, and then you can see that the color have changed. The pimples is removed. Also this the other side, it's removed. The pimples is removed there, it's removed, and then also here it is removed. And guys, basically this is how you can remove pimples from someone's face. So guys, I think now you understand what skin retouch. So guys, let's talk about something else, like the content aware feature of Adobe Photoshop. And so let me open another image here. Let me choose which flower, like let me choose another flower here, like this one. Let me just select this flower, and then guys, what I do next, guys, I ensure that you go to the crop tool. Go to the crop tool, then so guys, we are going to make this white background to match basically with the colors here in this flower. So guys, that is the help of the content aware tool. Now guys, once you are here, then I ensure that this content aware feature is selected like this. Ensure that the content aware feature is selected. So once you are done, then I click on this tick, and then guys, you can see that we have changed the orientation of this image here, but the content still matches with this other end. So basically guys, this is how you can work with the content aware feature while working on the crop tool. So guys, let's also try with another example. Let me just let me just go to this first image here, and then here to your move tool. And so guys, once you are here, then just go to this quick selection tool. I think by default on your end is the object selection tool. Now guys, I'm gonna show you 3 ways how you can select an image here. This person here, the subject. The first one is using this the object selection tool, also with the quick selection tool and the other option as well. Now let's begin with the object selection tool. Now this person selected, just drag, basically place your cursor here, and then draw a rectangle that covers this person like this. And then guys, you are going to leave it until it selects the person. So once it has selected, guys, you can see that it's kind of perfect. Now guys, let me first of all deselect and I'll show you another way. Now go to the select here, then guys, I click on deselect. So next time I'll be using the shortcut. You can see that in this other end we have the shortcut, which is Ctrl+D, that is to deselect. So guys, I've just deselected the person. Now let me show you another way to select the person. Go with this quick selection tool, and then guys, you can see here at the top we have the positive selection, the negative selection, that is subtract from the selection. Then this one is to add to the selection. And then guys, basically we have the size, so you can choose to increase the size or to work with the way it is. Now guys, once you are done, guys, you go to this person, then drag until positions the person very well. So just drag that, select the person, and just select the person very well, and then here also add the selection. And then guys, you can see that this bottom you have not selected the person very well. Now this where the the subtract selection comes in. So click the subtract from selection here, and then guys, do what subtract here at the bottom. And then guys, you can see that basically you can do what you can select this person here like this. So basically guys, this is the second way how you can do it. This is how you can select a person. Now let me show you the third way how you can select a subject here. First of all, let me deselect Ctrl+D. And so guys, once you are in this selection tool, click here at the select subject. Just click on this select subject here. So guys, I want to show you layer masking. Now go to the layers here at the bottom, this layer panel, and then guys, I click on this icon for the masking here, add layer mask. Now click on it, and then guys, we have just added the layer mask. Now here the properties, ensure that these the mask is selected. Then I go to the properties, and then guys, I click on this select and mask. Click on select and mask here, and then guys, ensure that our opacity you have given it to 100 for you to see the changes very well. And then you can just choose to work with other colors, like you can choose to work on black, and then opacity, ensure that you give it 100, or you can choose to work on white. You can choose to work with what, with white, or whichever color you wish, but let me go with this red color. Now you can add final adjustment like at the radius and other stuffs. And so as to consider is to check this box that contaminate colors here. Ensure that you check this this box like this for it to be perfect. But I think I think for me it's perfect up to this point. Then I do click OK here. So guys, let me show you something very important here about how you can work with the brush, with the brush tools here. Now let's go to the brush. Now guys, there's something that you need to understand in masking, like when brushing. Basically guys, remember that the black color that is conceals, while the white color reveals. Now guys, I ensure that you are here. Basically, if you want to switch from black to white, basically you can do that. You can click on this icon here, or guys, and basically to increase the size here, to increase the size of the brush, you can just drag it to the left hand side. So guys, remember that this black does what, this black this black conceals, while when you switch to white, then it does what, it reveals the color there. You can see it reveals the color. And I think guys, you have understood. But then you can see that the background here is transparent. So basically guys, Photoshop usually use these check boxes to show that the background is transparent. These are check boxes. But then guys, now if you want to add a color here at the bottom, then I just create a new layer here. And then guys, once the layer is selected, then I go to the edit here, then add the fill, to the fill. Then guys, I ensure that you have selected the color. Then you can choose the color you want, like let me select this color, this dark blue color. Once you are done, then I click on OK. Then you can see that it overwrites what your other layers. So just drag it down so that it may be visible. So guys, basically this is how you can work with these stuffs here. So there's something that I wanted to show you, how you can import the Google fonts into your operating system. And so guys, let's go to our browser. And then guys, this is Google Chrome. And then here guys, you can type fonts. Just type fonts, fonts.google.com, and then I do click enter. So guys, once the page opens, then you can select the font you wish. Like you can just type the font that you want here manually, or you can just search, scroll down, and find the fonts that you might want. But just for the sake of tutorial, let me just work with them, just to show you how you can do it, how you can import these are Google fonts. Now for example, let me choose any font like this one, this alpha slab, or let me just select another one which is kind of perfect. Let me select this Cinzel. So let me just click on it, and then guys, scroll down, and then guys, I can see that we have these other stuff here. We have a regular, we also have a medium, we have a semi-bold, we have a bold, and then we have a text, a bold, then a black here. And so guys, once you are done, and then I do click here, but it will show you this kind of stuffs here. Then guys, click download all. Click here to download all. Now guys, ensure that you have WinRAR installed in your device, because it's gonna use WinRAR to extract those fonts. Now click on download, and then I do open it. Once it's open, then guys, I click on this this first file that ends with this TFF here, this extension TFF. Now just double click on it, then guys, I click on install. Then I'm gonna install it. Remember the name is Cinzel. Now guys, what I want us to see if it is installed in this Photoshop. So guys, let's go to the type tool. Like let me just place my cursor there, increase the font size, a bit, and then guys, let's just search. It was Cinzel. And then guys, I can see that we have a Cinzel installed here. So basically guys, this is how you can now import those Google fonts into your operating system. And so guys, I want us to begin designing our stuffs, and I want us to begin with the flyer. Now guys, go to this home icon here, and then guys, click on this new file here, and then guys, you can go to the photo, and I choose to work with the preset, or if you know the measurements, you can just type the measurements here. Ensure that the units are in pixel. I like working with the pixel units, so you can choose to type your your measurements manually, or you can choose the presets like these ones. Like let me here change the name, and I give it something like a flyer, and let me say flyer. And then I do at here guys, you can see that the width is 1500, the height is 2100, the orientation is portrait. Like here you can see we have the resolution. Perhaps let's try to understand what is resolution. I guess guys, you have ever come across a certain image, like when you try to zoom in, then the image become a blurry. You can see some boxes there, you can hardly see the image when you try to zoom in. But then that's an image with a low resolution. But then there's another image like the vector images. When you try to zoom in, the quality does not become reduced, like those vector images. So that's an image with a higher resolution. And then the unit is measured in pixel per inch, pixel per dot, pixel per centimeter. And then guys, the color mode here, ensure that it is in RGB. And then the color here, let's give it white the way it is. Then leave everything by default. Then I do at click create. Basically this is the workspace that you have when you just click on create. And so guys, perhaps let's try to import an image here, like a computer. I have a computer here in my photos. Let me just open it, and I choose this computer there. And then what I do, I click on this move tool. Then guys, I click on it here. Then I drag, and then you see you reach the flyers. Then I drag basically the flyer here, and then I drag down, and then I do at leave it there. And then click Ctrl plus T to bring the transform tool, or guys, you can just click on edit, and then you can see that our free transform tool, it is Ctrl plus T. But then guys, if you want to do it manually, like if you want to scale it down, just go to the transform, then I click on scale, and then guys, you can basically do it, you can scale it down. And always ensure that this icon here is checked. Guys, if you don't check, then your image is gonna be distorted. You can see it's not that perfect. So ensure that always your image becomes what basically your image that's what the image, you ensure that this icon here is checked here for you to be in a proper position to edit your stuff very well. And so guys, now select place your image there at the right position. And then guys, I want us to add here the gradient, the gradient overlay here, the color overlay. So guys, I go to the layers here, ensure that the layers is selected. Then guys, here at the bottom you have something called FX. Just click on it, and then I choose the color overlay. Choose the color overlay, and you can choose to work with this color, or you can choose to work with this color. And then I do it, click on OK, or let's try red. I don't know, red is perfect, I think. Now click OK once you're done. And then I guess I want us to draw something here like a shape. Now go to this this a pen tool here, but then I right click, and then I click on the curvature pen tool here. Now here at the top, change to shape. It was initially at the path, but then I change it to shape. Now I type place your selected there once, click once, then I also here click once, then I here also do at click once, and then I now change this curvature tool to a pen tool. Then I here just click there once, I click there once, then I click there once. Let's try to make it green. Actually they feel to be basically they feel. Let's choose this color called this purple, and this purple color. And then I guess what I do here, or let me just choose just choose green color. And then also the stroke, perhaps guys, let me choose it, let me choose a yellow color, and then I try to increase the size a bit. I think that is perfect with me. And so guys, what I want us to do here, let's try to add an image here. So just go to the file here, and then open, then I choose an image, like let me just choose this one. And then guys, once you are here, then I go to this selection tool here, and then I just select the person, just select the guy here, and then also also select very well, just select very well the person, and then here negative select the person, just subtract from selection here, so that it may be in a proper a selection. So I think it's perfect now. Once you're done, then I go to the move tool, and then here guys, I just go to the flyer here, just drag until you reach to the flyer there, then I place your image there, and just place your image there, then let's place it at the top. Then guys, let's do this, let's try to customize. So you remember our shortcut to bring the transform tool, Control plus T, then you ensure that this link is checked there, and then let's drag it down, further, and then I think let's reduce the size further, and I think this position is perfect. Now guys, I want us to play around with the arrangement of layers. Like I want this image to be between this computer and this a shape here at the bottom. So guys, let me just place it there, and so that it may be perfect. And so guys, I want us to add also the drop shadow to blend this color there. So just I click on this FX, and then I click on the drop shadow. Basically guys, I ensure that you have selected this shape there. Then I click on this drop shadow, actually this FX, then I drop shadow, and then guys, what you do here, ensure that you select this color. I want it to match the color there. Now guys, what you do, try to increase the size, and then guys, spread, let's reduce it to 0. I think it's perfect. Let's increase the spread a bit. I think the blend mode is perfect now guys, and guys, ensure that the blend mode is at the normal. I think yours by default is at the multiply, but ensure that it is at the normal there. So guys, once you're done, then I click on OK. Guys, once you're done, then let's create also another shape there. So just go to this curvature pen tool, ensure that you right click and you are in the curvature pen tool. Then guys, let's create also another shape there. Let's create another shape. So I think it's perfect with us at this position. And then I do what, let me right click and I select the pen tool, then I select there, then I select, then I finish with this position there. Now guys, once you are done, then guys, at the fill color, let's choose white, because I want us to create some characters therein. And then guys, perhaps let's add there. And now let's go to this other shape. And then guys, perhaps let's try also to add the outer glow, like let's give it white. So white, I think it's perfect the way it is. Ensure that you have selected white here. If you want to change to another color, you can just click there and then select the color there you want. But for me, white is perfect. Now click OK once you feel everything is good. And so guys, I want us to create something here at this bottom here. So guys, I go to this shape tool, and then first of all click enter to tell Photoshop that you are done with this shape. And then here at the top also click enter, and then guys, I change to the ellipse tool. Now guys, when you change to ellipse tool, then guys, you can see that it's not kind of perfect circle. You can see it's kind of oval. So if you want to make a perfect circle there, what you do, click on shift, then draw that circle there, like that. And then guys, perhaps you can try to adjust what the size there, the size of this the size of the stroke. And then perhaps let's try to change the color. Let's choose orange, and the dark orange color, that is FFA 500. I think it's perfect. Let's work with the dark orange color. Now guys, I want us to reduce the size a bit, but ensure that this link is checked there. Then let's try to reduce it a bit, and I think it is perfect. Then I click enter, and then guys, let's go to the rectangle. like this. Then let's draw something here. We are going to create something like a ribbon, something like a ribbon there. So guys, I just select it, then I ensure that the fill color is what? The fill color is basically, guys, I ensure that you remove the stroke, but then the fill color you're going to give it what? Give it orange. And then guys, what we do next now, first of all, click enter. First of all, ensure that you click enter, and then guys, let's also create another rectangle here. So just create another rectangle like this, and then here I'll go to the layers, and then guys, ensure that the layers is behind this ellipse tool here, and then perhaps let's try to change the color so that it may be perfect for us. So let's change the color there, and so guys, once you are done, perhaps let's try to increase the size a bit, and so it's perfect. And then what else? The next thing that I want us to do, first of all, click enter. First of all, ensure you are here, then you click enter, and then guys, I go to this a pen tool, and then do what? Just place your cursor there, and then here the midst, and then also here the bottom, and then finalize with this other end. And then guys, the fill color, let's give it what? Let's give it white. So once you're done, then do what? Click enter. First of all, ensure that you are here, then do what? Click enter, and then I think it's perfect. It's perfect, in that position. Ensure that you click enter to tell Photoshop that you are done. So let's create also in this other position, this other end here. So select this rectangle tool here. Then guys, let's also create in this other end, that what? That stuff here. So select what? Select the color, give it this kind of yellow color, and then guys, I click enter. First of all, ensure guys that you click enter, and then guys, I go to this pen tool, then here click there once, click at the midst, click at this other end, then finalize at this other end, and then do what? Change the color to white. And so once you're done, then do what? Click enter. And so guys, I want us to create something like kind of a ribbon there. And so guys, here I want to create some text there, like first of all, let's create a star there. Let's add a star here. So first of all, I have a star here. Let's go to the open, and then let's choose this star. Let me open it, and then guys, I ensure that you are at the move tool, and then go to the flyers, drag it to the flyers, and then here ensure that it is at the top. Ensure that you click on this layer, and then ensure that this layer 3 is at the top. And then guys, do what? Click Ctrl+T to bring the transform tool, and then ensure it is linked here, so that and then drag it down, and then the color is perfect. And then guys, perhaps let's try to change this color to let's try to change the color here to yellow. Let's change the color to yellow so that it may be perfect for us. So here, let me just select yellow color, then also the other one, this one, let's also give it yellow. Where is it? Let's give it what? Let's give it yellow again. And then this other one, perhaps this other one, let's give it now dark orange, so that it may match our stars very well. Let's give it what? These are dark orange. And then also this other one, let's give it what? Dark orange. Let's give it what? Dark orange. And I think it's perfect for us, in that position, so that these are icon me, that is a star me match with the background there. Now guys, ensure that it's at the midst, and then perhaps let's try to position it at the right place. Then I'll just copy, and then I do what? Duplicate the layer, actually the star, and let's make another one here, and then guys, let's adjust to the right position. I think that position is perfect. Then guys, here I'm gonna say what? Let me say certified. Let me ensure that you are at the type tool. Then guys, here let me say, first of all, reduce the size further, reduce the size, and then perhaps let me select another font type. Let me select this one, then let me say what, let me say certified in caps. Let me say certified, and then guys, what I do here, let me select everything first of all, then ensure it is here. Then guys, I click on this kind of a curve here at the top to create a wrap text. Now then I select now this arc, select the arc, and then guys, let's make the arc, kind of curve upward like that. And then perhaps let me try to reduce the size. Let me reduce the size so that it may fit in very well. And then also let me reduce this, I think it's perfect. Let me reduce further to 100. I think 100 is good. Then here again, let me reduce a bit. I think it's good. Or let me just increase, basically reduce. First of all, I think guys, it is at a good position, but then let me increase a bit to 110 or 115. Yeah. And so guys, let me say certified, and then perhaps let me say 116. 116 is good. So guys, let it be certified, and then guys, here you can say, or let me change the color to something like green. Let me choose green. Ensure that you are at the eyedropper tool, then I select green, or I choose darker green, and then I click on OK. Then here the mids, you can say what, you can say certified instructor. Let me say instructor. Let me select all, and then here let me change it to another font type, like let me just select that one, then increase the size a bit. Let me increase the size a bit, and then here let me choose which color. Let me choose a blue color, and let me select the blue color. Here let me just select the blue color, or yeah, I think is it good blue. So guys, I think it's perfect with me, or I choose black. Let me just select black so that it will match the content. Remember the CSS for black is 000, or you can just choose this is a color picker there, it will still work. And then here, perhaps here at the bottom, I can say something like name tag. But before that, let me also add another star here at the bottom. So click on Ctrl+C, and then also Ctrl+V to paste. Let me just add another one here, and then also Ctrl+V, and then I add another one here, and then guys, let me say what, let me say, or here let me reduce the size, Ctrl+T to bring the transform tool, then I reduce the size further, and then also click on, ensure that you are the move tool, and then guys, let's do what, let's position it at the right place. Also for this star, this other star, let's also resize it further down, resize it so that it may be perfect. Then guys, do what, position it at the correct place, and then here I can type anything like certified instructor at name tag. Let me say name tag, and then here I can choose another font type, like let me select which font. Let me just select this font type, and then guys, here at the bottom, let me do what, let me change let me make it a kind of curve, an arc. Let me select the arc, but it curves downwards, so let me make it curve downwards. Then once you're done, then I click on OK, and then here you can change the color, and I choose this one. Let me just choose that color code there, and then guys, once you're done, then we can reduce the size further, or basically guys, let's reduce the size, and I think let's increase a bit to 15, and then here let's make it 100, and so I think it's perfect. And then guys, what I do here now, let's try to, let me first of all click enter so that I may see if it's perfect or not, and then guys, I can see it is kind of perfect. So let me first of all I make it what curve further to at the bottom. So I think that position is perfect with me. Now the color, let me just choose what, let me just choose dark green. Dark green is perfect with me. Then I do what, click on OK once you're done. And then guys, I think it is perfect with me. And so guys, let's go to the file here. Then guys, I click on open here, click on open. And then guys, what you do, let me select first of all YouTube and website. So let me open it. Then guys, once you are here, then I ensure that you have the move tool. Then I drag this, this stuff to the flyer, to where your design is. Where is the flyer? Here it is. Then I drag it down, then I place it. Let's also go for website. And then guys, drag it until you reach to the flyer. Then I drag it down to this position. Then I Ctrl+C to bring the transform tool. Then here resize it further, and then I do it. Let's position it at the at the correct place. I think this position is perfect. Also for YouTube, Ctrl+C to bring the transform tool, and then guys, let's position it at the correct place, position, correct position. And then I do it here guys, let me type the domain, actually the username in the YouTube. So click on this type tool. Then guys, let me choose this impact font type. Then here let me say at basically at sorry guys, let me say at nametech KE. Basically guys, if you want to reach me on YouTube, you can search nametech KE. Then you are going to find me. Then select all, and then here first of all let's reduce the size, actually to reduce it to 100. The height 100 is good for us, so let's make it 100. Then guys, what I do, let me scale it down, reduce the size, the font size. And then guys, also for website, the domain name is nametech.com. And so guys, basically you can add more details on it, but I think for me, for the sake of tutorial, I don't want to make the video very long. You can just stop it here. But then guys, let me show you how you can export this image into your device here. And so guys, you go and click on this file. Then I click on export. Then I click on the export as here. Click on the export as. And guys, it's going to open this a small window here. Then guys, here you can select the format that you want to export with. Like these are by default is the PNG, but you can choose to work with the JPG, the GIF, and other stuffs. But then let me choose PNG is good, especially for print, for for if you are working in the print media. Now guys, what you do here, just click on this transparency and show you and check it, because I don't want any transparency here. So once you are done, then I click on the export. Then I can change the name, and perhaps let's say flyer 1, because I have another flyer here. Then I do click on save. So guys, let's confirm if it is there. So just click on the Microsoft logo +E to open your file explorer. And then guys, go to the downloads here. For me, I place it at the downloads. I don't know where you place it, yours. Then I go to the output, and then guys, you can see it is here. First of all, let me open it, and then I see, allow it, give it time to load. And then guys, you can see that it is true, you have this kind of a flyer here. So basically guys, this is how you can do it. This is how you can design a flyer. So guys, I want us to design something else, design a kind of a banner or a poster in a landscape mode. So click on this home icon here. Then I go to the new files, and guys, let me change the name here, and I give it perhaps banner, or let me just say let me say poster, but landscape poster. And then guys, here ensure that the units are in pixel. Then guys, I'm gonna create, remember that most screen sizes are in an aspect ratio of 16:9. So guys, if you are doing for projection or you are doing for YouTube thumbnail, then ensure that the units are in 1920 by the height to be 1080, so that give it 1080, so that it may match your stuff very well. Then I guess I remember the resolution, give it 300, ensure that it does not surpass 300. And perhaps sometimes if you're working with the digital cameras like a DSLR, then by default it is at the 72, but then I always ensure that you give it at these 300, especially if you're working in the print media. And so guys, the color here you can change, and perhaps let me give it another color, like let me choose dark, that dark blue color. I think it's good for me. Now once I'm done, then let me click on create, and then guys, I'm gonna have this kind of a workspace here. And then guys, you remember the shortcut to zoom out, control plus what, plus the negative operator there. If you want to zoom in, control then up plus, control plus, that is to zoom in on your keyboard. Now guys, let me zoom out, and I think this position is perfect. And then guys, let me add my logo here. So let me go to the file, then open, then guys, let me choose my logo here, then let me open, and then guys, ensure that you are at the move tool, then drag it, then you reach to where your banner is. Let me go here, the poster, then let me just place it there. Then I click Control plus T to bring the transform tools, then I resize it further so that it may be perfect. Always ensure that this one is checked, otherwise your image will be distorted. Now I think this position is perfect with me. And so guys, I want us to create kind of a curve here, a curve pattern. And so what I do, I click on this curve, basically the pen tool is there, but then ensure that you have the curvature pen tool. Now let's create kind of a curve here, and then let's create a kind of a curve here, and guys, let's create this kind of a curve. Then once you are there, go to the pen tool, then do what, let's go down, let's click on it, let's click first of all here, then finalize at this point, at this position. And so guys, here you can change the stroke and give it something like which color. Let's give it basically the scroll, in the stroke I'm gonna give it this color code, for my logo. And then guys, perhaps let me try to adjust the size. I think this size is perfect for me. Now guys, once I'm done, then let me click enter. If you are done, then you click enter to tell Photoshop that you are done. With this kind of a shape. Now guys, let's play around with the the layers here. Like let's make this layer go at the bottom here like this, so that it may be there at the right position. And then here guys, perhaps let's guys, here let me give it which color. Basically guys, here perhaps let's also add another color here at the top, like let me create first of all this kind of a circle here. Remember, click on shift, then draw that kind of a perfect circle. And then the fill color I'm gonna give it what, let me first of all remove the stroke. Then the fill color I'm gonna give it yellow color. It's perfect with me. And then here I'll go to the type tool, and then I do what, let me say, and then guys, here perhaps let me say 40% discount. Let me say 40 what, 40% off. Let me say 40% off. And then what I do, let me just drag it here so that it may be visible. Now once you are done, then I click on tick. So guys, I want us to add those stars here and there so that it may be perfect for our design. So first of all, let me import that star. So let me select this star, and then I do what, let me select it. Then guys, ensure that you are the move tool, then I place it at the to your poster there. Then guys, place it the first one in this corner. Then Control plus C, then Control plus V, Control. Basically guys, first of all, ensure that you have selected this layer. Ensure that you are the layers, and guys, you have done what, you have selected this layer. And then do what, duplicate the layer. Now increase the size, Control plus T, and then you can place another one here, another one there, another one there. And then also Control plus V. First of all, you ensure that you click on that tick, or you click on enter. Then guys, let's place also another one here, so that it may be perfect. And so guys, perhaps let me try to add also another characters here, like and let me say what, let me first of all go to the type tool. First of all, click on the type tool, and then here let me say something like ensure that the alignments are in this from left to right. And then here let me choose which color, yellow, like yellow. Let me choose yellow. Basically the color, let me choose yellow color. Let me choose yellow color. And then guys, what I do here, let me change to basically let me say 2022 what course enrollment. Let me say enrollment. And then guys, let me select it, and guys, perhaps let me change the alignment from this other end to this other end, and let me increase the font size. Basically the font size, I think it is perfect. Then perhaps the alignment, I think up to this point is good with me. Now guys, perhaps let me change it to white here at this position, and let me change the color to white. Remember the CSS for white, FFF. Then click on OK. Then select all, and perhaps do what, resize, reduce the size further, so that it may be perfect with us. So I think it's good with us. Now the next thing now guys, let me add also another text here at the bottom. Here after this enrollment, like with another font type, like let me say what, let me choose another font. First of all, ensure that you are here, and then let me choose another font, like let me choose this Fleo the layer. And then here let me say now open for registration. Now open for registration. And guys, perhaps let me try to change the color to white. Remember the CSS for white is F thrice, or F 6 times. And then guys, perhaps let me reduce the length to 100. So I think it is perfect with me. Now guys, the next thing now I want us to add also the social icons here. Let me add the social icons, but the color here, perhaps guys, let me give it yellow here. First of all, ensure I'm here. Then guys, here let me just give it what, let me just give it yellow color, kind of yellow color like this. Let me just choose yellow color. I think it's perfect with me. And then guys, what I do here, let me try to add some social icons, like the YouTube. Ensure that you are at the YouTube, then place there, place it here. And then also for web, then just click, then drag until you reach on the poster, then drag down, place it there. Also for example for Facebook, let me open and then add for Facebook, and then do what, drag to your poster there, then do what, drag down, and then do what, customize. Try to resize, Ctrl+T to bring the transform tool, and then resize the image into a very small size. And then also for the web, let me go here first of all, and then select it, then Ctrl+T, then reduce the size, and then guys, I can as well use the arrow keys so that you may position your icons in the right position. Also for YouTube, you can Ctrl+T, then guys, let's resize it further, and then perhaps let's try to add the usernames in the YouTube and Facebook and the website. So go to the type tool, and then guys, I choose for example the impact here. Then guys, here place it there, and then guys, perhaps let's say at my username on YouTube is nametech KE if you want to reach me on YouTube. And then guys, perhaps the color here, let me change it to this kind of a green color, this kind of dark green color. And then I click on OK, and then I do what, I just place it at the correct position. Perhaps let's reduce the size further. I think this position is perfect with me. And then also another one here, For website is nametech.com. Nametech.com. Let me place it there. And then guys, for Facebook, basically first of all, let me just position it at the correct place. Then now for Facebook, let me say it is at nametech. Basically guys, this is how you can reach me. Let me position these stuffs the correct place so that it may be pleasing. And then also this one, let me just place it there. I think it is perfect at this position. And perhaps let me also create another button here. Let me create a button here. Then here perhaps let me make it rectangle, like let me add the curve to 30 pixel. And then guys, here what I do here, let me just create kind of an icon like this. And then guys, here what I do here, let me create this icon here. And then perhaps let me change the this outline to, and let me change the outline, actually the stroke, to which color. Let me choose green, green color. First of all, I click enter first of all, and then here ensure guys, first of all you are here, then I click enter, and then guys, here I can say what, let me say book now. Let me say here book. Let me say book now. Let me say book now. Book now. And then guys, let me select everything first of all, and then let me make uppercase there. And then guys, I think it is perfect with me. Now guys, basically this is how you can design what a banner. You can add more details, but I don't want to make this video very long. So guys, let me show you how you can export. Just go to the files, and then to the export, then export as, and then guys, it's gonna open this window here. Then I do what, click on export here. Ensure that you first of all uncheck this transparency. I don't want any transparency. Then I do what, click on export. Then guys, you can save there. And then once you click on our Microsoft logo plus E to open the file explorer, then you're going to find what that image there. You can see that guys, it is here. And basically guys, you can see that it is here. Guys, I can add more details, but for the sake of tutorial, I don't want to make this video very long. But guys, I think you've gained something. Please go ahead, subscribe, like, and share this video to your friends. Until next time, this is Nehemiah. Goodbye.